Okay, so what we're going to be doing today is predicting the Texans' schedule. And honestly, this schedule, you got to face the hard teams, of course. Then you get the scrub teams. Then you get the teams that you might struggle against. Like, this is an all around balanced schedule. Now, week one, the Texans have to go to Kansas City to play on the Chiefs. And honestly, I'm not scared of this game. I think the Texans are going to go in there and beat the Chiefs up and get their revenge against the Chiefs. I think the Texans get a win right there against Kansas City. Now, week two. This is a hard one. This is a really hard game to play. The Ravens, their defense is really good. Offense is really good. But, I don't know. The Texans, I don't think Anthony Weaver will be able to handle a quarterback like Lamar Jackson. So I think the Texans take a loss right there. I mean, I'm not going to hold it against them if they do, unless they get like blown out or something, which I don't think they get blown out. But that brings the Texans season to 1-1. Next game against the Steelers. This is another tough one. This is a hard opening 3 games, hard opening quarter of the season. You have to play a team that almost made the playoffs last year, and then you got to play the number 1 seed, the number 2 seed, and another playoff team. So it's kind of hard. Not that the Texans are going to take an L here to Pittsburgh, because that Steelers defense is nasty. Yeah, I just don't think the Texans offense can do much against that Steelers defense. Yes, Big Ben might not be good anymore, but he can face our defense. I think he'll get like a few points. Next game, the Vikings come to town. We're going to go there and blow out the Vikings because the Vikings aren't good. Yeah, they have a nice front on defense, but man, oh man, is that secondary trash even with Harrison Smith and A.H. back there, Anthony Harris. Next game, the Jaguars, they come to town. I think the Texans get the win here. I mean, pretty easy. I mean, Jags, they're not really that good. Yeah, they picked a nice corner in C.J. Henderson. Caleb Chason, he's pretty good too. But yeah, I don't think that the Jags can do much. Next game, the Texans go to Tennessee, and they're going to go over there and prove and tell the media that the Texans really own this division. It's not the Titans division. Nate Burleson. So the Texans go to 4-2 after that. Then they come back home to play the Green Bay Packers. They get another win here. The Packers, I mean, their run defense is atrocious. The secondary is trash. Even though Jair Alexander's really good, but they really don't have any more corners from him. If he's guarding Fuller, then who's going to guard Cooks and Stills and Cobb and QT? So, and the tight ends at David Johnson. So, Texans will come here. And for the defensive side of the ball, yeah, I think the Texans can contain them because Aaron Rodgers isn't who he once was. And let's talk about one more thing. Texans getting a Week 8 bye. I think this is perfect because the Texans, middle of the season, they get a bye. Usually the Texans get it like week 10. Still kind of middle of the season, but towards the end of the season more than the beginning. This is dead center in the middle of the season. That's nice. Not too early, not too late. Dead center is perfect. All right. Next game against the Jaguars. Coming out of the bye, I think the Texans get another win here because the Jags, they're not good. The Texans advance to, right now, 6-2, doing pretty good. Then against the Browns, this might be a trap game, but I don't see it as that. I think the Texans get another win here because the Browns, yeah, they're nice, but I just think Watson's going to outdo Mayfield. Next game, Patriots are coming to town. We're going to go over there We're gonna beat them even though Cam Newton's there. I think that we still beat them and advance to 8-2. Well, yeah, 8-2. Okay, next game. We go on to face the Lions and Thanksgiving. This is the perfect game to play on Thanksgiving. The Texans are going to go there and beat the Lions really easily, even though I really like the Lions. I mean, Matthew Stafford, really underrated quarterback. Kenny Golladay, top 5 receiver. Yeah, good team. Kerryon Johnson, of course. Yeah, so a lot of good players on that team. Next game, the Colts come to Houston. I think the Texans will beat the Colts first time around because Colts, they're coming to Houston and the Texans improve their record to a 10-2. Then the Texans have to go face off against the Bears. And this is a really tough game because these teams match up very bad against each other because our strength goes against their strength. So basically, these teams match up pretty oddly. I wouldn't say badly, pretty oddly though, because our strength goes against their strength. Our strength is our offense. Their strength is their defense. So those two go up against each other, and then our weakness is our defense. Their weakness is their offense. So this is going to be a hard-fought defensive battle. And which defense do I trust more? The Bears defense, obviously, but which offense do I trust more? The Texans offense, obviously. I don't know. Because, see, whenever you have a good defense and a bad offense, you tend to match up pretty well because if that other team has a bad defense, you can still do something on them. But, yeah, I'm going to take the Bears because they're at home. It might be cold. So, yeah. And the Texans go to 10-3. Snaps their, 9-game win streak right now, I think. Yeah, it was a 9-game win streak. So it snaps that. And then the Texans go to Indianapolis. Going to take another L because for some reason they always split with the Colts. It's annoying. Texans happen to be the better team. But yeah, I think the Texans go to 10-4 right there. Remember 2 years ago in 2018, going into week 16, the Texans were same thing, 10-4. So yeah. Next game, week 16 against the Bengals. I think the Texans are gonna go over there and just blow out the Bengals because the Bengals aren't good. Yeah, Joe Burrow is on their team, but I think we can contain him because he's a rookie quarterback. So yeah. Next game, Titans at Texans. You best bet the Texans are going to rest their starters because they've clinched the 3rd seed. I think the Baltimore Ravens and the Chiefs, I think they got 1-2. So I think the Texans take an L against the Titans because, of course, starters are better than backups. The Texans, I have them going 11-5. I mean, there are some games that they could take and to improve their record. For example, the Steelers game, even the Bears game. So if you, I guess, add those up, the Texans would be 13-3. So yeah, I mean, maybe AJ McCarron outduels Ryan Tannehill. Don't see it, but it might happen. The Texans, best case scenario, they could go 14-2, but I don't see it. I think they drop their games over there. So I think the Texans go 11-5. And of course, on the schedule, there are some droppable games. Browns game against the Chiefs, that's droppable too. So yeah, I mean, games here are droppable. But yeah, I think the Texans just go into the playoffs with a 11-5 record, with a 3rd seed. And really, it doesn't matter if the Texans, it's really not their predictions of the season, because the Texans, every single time, every season, when they're not hurt, the Texans are gonna have home field advantage in the playoffs round one. It's always the same. It's not the season predictions that matter. Texans are always gonna make it to the playoffs, but what matters is the Texans getting to the AFC Championship, to the Super Bowl. That's what the Texans need to work on, and we'll talk about that in tomorrow's video, which is the playoff predictions. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my video. See you guys in my next video.